I think you have to ask yourself, how long am I willing to be pining away for this person or unhappy with this unavailable man or this pattern? How many years am I willing to keep living like this?
I call it my prayer, it is simple and clear. It wants me to give and receive love. I call in the light to make everything right and show me the way to just be love. And show me the way to just be love.
Hello, Lisa. So good to
Maya.
see you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
You too.
So thank you, first of all, so much for speaking with me today about how you are feeling in the program and the tangible results you've received, and just a little bit about yourself. So I would love to dive in here first and ask you, what did your love life look like before you began the program, and why did you feel uniquely challenged? Why were you drawn to the program? What was going on that made you kind of want to join?
Okay, great question. So for my love life before the program, I had a relationship last year ago. Mm-hmm. And then after that ended, I decided I'm just going to focus on other things and not date anyone for, I don't know, like 9 months or something, because I was involved in a different program. Mm-hmm. What happened during that dating desert, which was mm-hmm. my choice, is that I found myself being called back and craving a man from my past who's unavailable.
Right.
Who I was in like an on again, off again thing for literally 9 years. Yeah. So when I found myself missing him, craving him, mm-hmm. and I realized I was at risk of going back to him, mm-hmm. and he's unavailable. It's not what I wanted. And so when I came across your program online, mm-hmm. the one thing that really called me was the whole thing about releasing the pattern of the unavailable man.
Yeah.
So while I had boyfriends and dated through the years, in healthy men and healthy relationships, I always was drawn to the unavailable man and never really called in my true match.
Yeah.
So yeah. I wanted to release that pattern and also, free myself up to really, meet like the love of my life.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what's the most important thing that's changed for you as a result of this work? So let's say let me ask you this, both internally in terms of yourself and externally in terms of your love life. So what do you feel like has been the biggest shift? And right now you are currently still in the program.
Yes.
So you haven't graduated yet, but you've already been in it for, I'd have to look. Do you remember exactly how
hold on.
Is it 2.5 months?
Yes, exactly. 2.5 months.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you've been in it 2.5 months. So you're a little bit further than halfway through the program.
Right.
And what has changed for you as a result of these 2.5 months of being in this program?
Well, everything has changed.
Yeah.
Everything has changed. And I've had a really extraordinary rapid success.
Yeah.
Both in terms of ending the on again, off again, unavailable man relationship, mm-hmm. as well as in the last 2.5 months, I was dating and I actually found the man, my match, who I'm with mm-hmm. now as my partner, boyfriend, and we're planning our future together. It's been incredible.
Yeah.
So, honestly, when I joined the program, the main thing I wanted was just not to crave that one unavailable man.
Right.
I was like, yeah, calling him my man would be great too, but maybe that's aiming too high. I just wanted to stop craving that one guy. And it just freed me up for this great love that I never really have experienced anything like it. I didn't think it was even really possible. I mean, I kind of did based on the work that we do.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
I had no idea it could be this good.
Yeah.
So honestly, everything has changed.
Yeah. Beautiful. And then, so exactly. And so, what is the biggest value that you're getting out of, what's like the best thing for you about being in this new loving relationship that you've never like you've never had before? What is the best part of it for you? Just so we can all get a sense. Yeah.
Well, the best part is everything I ever wanted, I have gotten in this relationship. Like this man in this relationship is literally of my dreams. And it's incredible. So, I mean, and I think like on a personal, like on an internal level, really feeling loved and cherished and claimed and just for all sides of myself at a level I've never had before. Cherished, really cherished, adored, loved, supported. Like he has my back and I feel so safe and secure.
Beautiful.
So it's a great feeling. And like I said, I have not even ever really experienced this kind of a relationship before where I feel so safe, so wonderful. It's great.
Yeah, it's huge. And then in terms of yourself and your internal being and your internal relationship with yourself, how do you feel like you've changed in terms of also your behaviors in your relationship, your ability to communicate, things like that?
Oh, much, much, much better. Before the program, I think there was a lot more of just kind of like resistance or closing myself off, maybe not being as vulnerable. I didn't know the kinds of conversations that I could have, which could open up that kind of safe, like that kind of container where love flourishes. So I've been able to have these really just vulnerable conversations, which has opened up a lot. And it's just amazing. It's just,
beautiful. Exactly. So you've been able to really open up, use your voice, be real, and have this deep intimacy and be held in this container of love and safety. And it feels really beautiful and wonderful. Great. Thank you. And how do you feel about the financial investment and what it's worth for you to have this result? And so that's the first part of the question. So the financial investment of the program, how do you feel about making that financial investment, and was it worth it for you? And also, the second part of the question is, what did it cost you both financially and otherwise to have the types of relationships you were having before the program as well?
So, financially, the reason I mean, I thought like initially, wow, that's a big investment, right? And the reason I did it is because I felt like this is very well suited to what I need, and that this is a pattern that isn't going to go away on its own, that I wanted to really address it in terms of that unavailable versus available man. And so that's why I initially made the investment. But then the crazy thing is I was having a conversation with my boyfriend, and we both just feel like so happy. And we were talking about like, gosh, we feel like we won the lottery or whatever. And I realized like, even if I won the lottery, it wouldn't feel this good. Which is crazy. I've never had that thought before. Like, it is so good. You can't put a price on this kind of a relationship. Even in the past, I thought like, oh, I want a long-term relationship, but maybe not marriage. I don't, and I actually desire this. So beyond anything. So money-wise, it really doesn't, it's not important. It's a great investment is what I'm saying. I mean,
exactly.
You can't put a price on that. You just can't.
Yep.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I love what you just said. I totally got chills and feel very moved by what you just said. It's like, yeah, like winning the lottery or this. Oh, no. This relationship is much more, yeah, feels so much better and is so much more worth it. So yeah, that's really powerful. So much more valuable. And so, having said all of that, what would you say to a woman who's interested in the program, who's asking you, would you recommend the program? Why or why not? Like, imagine that a woman, is asking you, your friend or something who might be struggling with a similar issue. She's dating someone unavailable. She's very attracted to him, but she just can't seem to get away. She wants a healthy relationship. What would you say to her in terms of the program?
One of the things I would say is that it can honestly, I think you have to ask yourself, how long am I willing to be pining away for this person or unhappy with this unavailable man or this pattern? How many years am I willing to keep living like this? Because when you meet the right person, it can alter the course of your life.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just affect you, it also affects everyone around you. I have a daughter, so it's like, he has a daughter. Like this, we're going to probably blend our families, right? And so it's like this huge thing that it's something that's going to continue unless you correct it, as far as the pattern of the unavailable man. And then in terms of calling in the right man, there is no comparison. It's just, it's so healthy. It's so wonderful. Like everything that you're meant to do in life is going to be increased because like my boyfriend always says, I believe in you. And I just feel like, once you have that foundational, like you have your person, you just feel better about going out into the world and doing whatever you're called to do in the world.
Exactly.
I have that in, like, always that little stress, always that little dating or hunting or, whatever, looking for something. It's just,
it's exhausting.
That's tiring. And you have it and you can flourish.
Yeah. So there's exactly that deep sense of relief. And then also having someone who's totally supportive of you and your goals and your visions and your dreams, and who's going to be there by your side to really cheer you on.
Yeah. I mean, I was pretty happy being independent and alone for a long time. Cause I used to be married. I was single for about 12 years, dated throughout, had boyfriends throughout, but like, and I'd even come to a point where I was like, well, I know people say you might be happier when you're with your person, but it's true. I didn't quite know it, but it's very nurturing. It's wonderful.
Beautiful. I love it. So I'm going to ask you one more thing, which is, what do you feel like I bring to the table that might be different? I know you've done personal growth work before, so you've worked probably with coaches, therapists, healers. What do you feel like that's unique about my work that may be different from what you've experienced?
Well,
or me, my personality, or what it is that you feel like has really helped you.
Well, you're very nurturing and you're very wise. And what I really like was, there was a time in the program where I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm going, like on the wrong track. I couldn't handle it, in terms of staying on course and letting go of that pattern of the unavailable man. Right. Yeah. And you were like, Lisa, I've got your back. Yeah. And just baby steps. Okay. One thing at a time. And you can do this. You're going to do this. And it was, I had faith in you, and you just knowing that you were providing that container of support. Yeah. And like I said, very loving, very nurturing, totally non-judgmental. You've been there before. Yeah. So you know what you're doing. Yeah. How is it different? I mean, everyone's unique. Yes. You're very like, I don't know. It's like I wanted to go from place A to B, and you're like, I'll take you there. You know, you're a great leader that way.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I've helped provide you the nurturance and support, but also the cheerleading to help you take that next step, whatever that next step was, whether it's a conversation or saying no to the unavailable guy, or, you know.
I'm going to add something in too that's unique about you is you have, this is what I'm trying to think that I think that the really unique thing about you is you have excellent intuition and guidance. So you know that like the right time, you know, okay, this is what you do now. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you need to look out for this. Like it's very crystal clear.
Yeah.
And you're very good at that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think, and part of what you're speaking to is at different points in a relationship, there's different developmental stages and different moments when it's right to bring up something and different moments when it's right to hold back, right? Or a certain topic is better than another topic, et cetera, or just whatever the next stage is in a relationship. And you were able to go through those stages in a really flowing, graceful way with my support, using your own intuition, your own guidance, as well as my support with helping you get to that next stage. And so now, you're in this beautiful, flourishing relationship. You're with a wonderful, amazing man. And you're soon going to be able to share him with your family and vice versa. So it's huge.
I mean, what I would say, and thank you for that, is when my boyfriend and I first started dating, it was like, it was nice. It was great, but it was like this ordinary dating relationship, but it was through working with you, kind of steering it into those places that all of a sudden it just turned like super magical. And so I think that, I don't even know what to say about it, except that I never would have dated in this way without your guidance.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing all of that and for being vulnerable and opening up to us and sharing your story and your success and our collaborative success, because this is a co-creative process. And so when you're really involved and engaged and open and trusting, then there's just no place you can't go with this process. And so you were really able to create your vision because of your openness and your willingness to participate, which is, it's just that openness and willingness. It's not much, but it's a lot. Those two things are actually a lot. So, so for everyone listening, it's like that. If you have that openness and that willingness and that desire to have this beautiful, loving, healthy, secure relationship where someone really has your back, then that you have what it takes to succeed. So thank you so much for talking to us today, Lisa. I so just adore you. You're a wonderful, amazing woman. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maya.
Thank you so much for listening to Rewire Your Attachment Style. This is Maya Diamond. To receive your 2 free gifts to help you on your journey to lasting love and to start rewiring your attachment style today, go to empowerlove.us/love.